So, getting us started again, we have a series of fireside chats. We wanted to talk about how UCLA is working with startup companies to transform IP into products that will help patients and help people. And moderating those is Amir Naiberg, TDG's Associate Vice Chancellor and CEO. And before I turn it over to him, we're going to play a quick video about the first company, Zenomics.
There you go.
Diabetes is a global burden affecting over 400 million adults in the world. The number of adults with diabetes has increased nearly fourfold since 1980. Many people living with type 1 and advanced type 2 diabetes require multiple daily insulin injections, which are painful, inconvenient, and require privacy. What if there was a treatment that was painless, simple, and discreet? And what if the dosage was self-regulated? Introducing the Smart Insulin Patch by Zenomics. It's a daily self-regulating patch with microneedles that can sense glucose levels and administer insulin as needed.
So this Smart Insulin Patch is easily made by polymer together with insulin loaded inside. Once penetrated into the skin, they respond to the high blood sugar level and quickly release insulin into the body. It can also reduce the risk of the hypoglycemia.
This is really exciting technology using chemistry and physics to link blood sugars to release insulin at just the right time. If we can get this to work in people, it'll change the landscape of diabetes and dramatically improve the lives of people with diabetes.
We have successfully tested the patch on pigs with diabetes. Now we look forward to the next step.
As someone who hopes to care for patients with diabetes in the future, being a part of this work is so energizing because it makes me hopeful and excited to see how the field of diabetes care will change due to scientists like Dr. Gu and his team.
Painless, simple, and discreet, the Zenomics Smart Insulin Patch is ready to revolutionize insulin-based diabetes care.
Great. So with this introduction, when we were getting ready for this talk in the ready room, Jay told me some exciting news about the company. So can you share?
Well, today, actually, this morning, when I check my bank account, we have $3 million getting.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'd be great. You have an unusual financing model, right? An unusual investor. Can you kind of share that story with us?
Well, we started the company back to the 2015, and then we self-funded for a while, and by the end of 2016, we almost closed a deal with a strategic investor, which is a medical device company from China, and so the closed deal has taken a while, and so 2017. The time, May of 2007, we got the money in. So this is really help us to do the development.
And what was the trigger event for today's investment, for receiving the money? Did you reach a milestone?
Well, this is milestone based. The whole deal is 5.8 million, and it's the first tranche is 2.8, and the second is we're getting today.
Great.
Yeah.
So then can you tell us a little bit about the research that led to this patch and what's so innovative about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I'm Zhen. I'm actually professor in the Bioengineering department, and we are actually focused on the controlled drug delivery for diabetes and cancer research treatment. And especially for the highlighted Zenomics company, and we are trying to translate the smart insulin patch technology. So basically it's like, as shown in the video, we create like a smart drug delivery system, and especially to integrate the glucose responsive formulation together with the painless microneedle array patch. So typically it's like to enhance the health of people with type 1 and advanced type 2 diabetes, especially once insulin is essential. And also enhance the quality of life of people with diabetes, especially using such a painless microneedle array patch, and compared to the general like injection, much better. So basically it's like not only enhance the let's say the efficacy, but also address this kind of compliance issue. So it's like from like two perspectives. And currently, actually, as Jay mentioned, we are trying to apply the phase 1 clinical trial, and we already luckily accepted by FDA into their emerging technology program. So that means potentially can speed this kind of process. Yeah.
So the company was formed in North Carolina, right? Not in California. So what made you move it into California? It's probably more expensive.
Well, first we like here, and but North Carolina, we licensed the earlier time we licensed some technology from NC State when back then Dr. Gu was there, and but we continue the collaboration with Dr. Gu's lab even after moving to UCLA. So we sponsored co-develop and sponsor some research currently in Dr. Gu's lab. We try to get our pipeline continue.
So this is something we're very interested in. What does that continued relationship to sponsor research, what does that give you, each one of you, from the academic side and from the company side?
Yeah, it seems like actually the logic should be like our lab moved here first and the company moved here, okay.
Well, that's not the key. That's one reason, and also this area is so much talent here, and also we feel from the funding reason, California is better than North Carolina. Yeah,
I agree.
But for the industry-sponsored research, how does that work? How does the academic lab and the company, how do they collaborate?
Yeah, especially based on our research is like focused on drug delivery, and we really want to translate our technologies, not only just develop this kind of innovation, but also to promote the translation. So then running a startup company could be very essential, especially let's say for this kind of technology, relatively early stage. We really actually understand the trend, these kind of details regarding further optimization. So then we just as Jay mentioned, run the company since 2015, and meanwhile later on received the investment, okay, and later on can also leverage the resource like a facility, okay, and also some personnel in the university, and then the money actually can also part of the let's say the money is later on to the university, to our lab, also further develop this kind of technology. And so today, actually, the company actually just in this building, actually the lab is on the, let's say, company on the first floor, office is on the 5th floor.
So what does it give you to be part of the Magnified or Synthesized Center? How does that help you?
Well, they help a lot. We get the lab space, we have all the setting, and also we have access the animal facility within UCLA. So that would be, if we're outside of the UCLA, it's very hard to get it. And how we collaborated, Dr. Gu, he's always thinking some new ideas. And so this is new idea and can be from the science view, but for the technology, eventually go to the patient, you have a lot of detailed work and the production and all. So that kind of things are not academic, we're not the focus. So for the industry, we have to focus on that. And when we have some problem, we come back and forth. Dr. Gu also have some input from their lab to help us.
So in your journey so far, did you? I'm sure there was more than one, but one moment you say, "Oh, we did not see that problem coming." I mean, is there something you can think about that, kind of blindsided you and how you solved it?
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like your question, but in the same time, so far we work so well.
So actually here it's really appreciate the technology development office. Actually, frankly, actually, the original several patents from the North Carolina side, okay, and it's not directly associated with UCLA IP.
Yeah.
And then originally it's indeed some a conversation discussion regarding how to put our company in the magnifier, okay. And I really appreciate this kind of really open mind, from the technology development office. And this about that, this is just IP already there. It's like belong to North Carolina, but I believe your company later, based on UCLA's, development, can further generate the new IP, and then everything's like quite smooth and quickly we move to UCLA. Yeah.
Right. And so, what's the so we received a big investment today. What's the next milestone in the development of the company?
Well, I think we are looking for the Series B, and that's by the middle, maybe end of this year. But we're already starting the process, and so that would help the company to all the way to the clinical study, and hopefully can finish phase 1. And so for that money also you can production part and manufacture, we will address that issue. Yeah.
Great. So we have time for 1 or 2 questions from the audience.
How many employees do y'all have?
Well, we have full-time right now, so 6 full-time, but we have much part-time, and so if so the 1099, we have maybe over 20 there.
How does it work with the lab space and the collaboration with UCLA? What is the give and take between your company and what you're getting from UCLA?
Well, they have the incubator space here, and which is 4th floor in this building, and we basically use that space. And also, there's a lot of activity here, and a lot of the introduction for the investors and other stuff. That's really help us.
And what were you expected to give in return for that?
Well,
not much.
yeah, you should ask. Well, I think that the return is they want to see our success, and that would be really benefit everyone. And if our company really successful, get all the way down there, we will really pay back.
And I think that's an excellent happy note to finish this conversation. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.